Well, first of all, let me introduce my comrade.
Hello everyone, I'm Saidi from the People's Forum.
Woo! I'm Munir from the Palestinian Youth Movement. And our first speaker
will be from the Palestinian Movement. Please welcome Lulu.
Thank you everyone for being here tonight. Today, we gather here with heavy hearts and with boiling anger. A heavy heart that has only grown heavier day by day since the genocide escalated last October. An anger that burns hotter with every drop of blood our people shed. We gather here today because for weeks, the Zionist entity continues to inch towards expanding its genocide on the brave people of Lebanon. This is because the Lebanese people have stood firmly and unwaveringly by the side of the Palestinian people as they resist the barbaric Zionist entity. Over the last week, the Zionist entity waged physical and psychological warfare against the Lebanese people. They have targeted civilian infrastructure, assassinated political leaders, and terrorized civilians. Why do they do this? Because the Lebanese resistance dares to put an end to the ongoing genocide in Gaza and to defend its own sovereignty. Just a few days ago, the Zionist entity coordinated 2 premeditated terrorist attacks against civilians in Lebanon. People were in their homes, in grocery stores and hospitals when pagers exploded, killing 26 people and permanently injuring over 3,200. Many of them are now left blind and disabled for the rest of their lives. Yesterday, Israel bombed over 58 villages across South Lebanon, resulting in 580 martyrs and over 1,600 wounded. Ambulances, residential homes, and roads leading to hospitals have all been hit. Where have we seen this before? We have seen this carried out in Gaza and over the last 7 decades in occupied Palestine. The Zionist, U.S.-backed escalation in Lebanon is a conclusive testament to Israel's failure in Gaza. The Zionist entity has failed to achieve any of its war objectives, even after waging 1 year of genocide and destroying nearly all of Gaza's infrastructure. Palestinians in Gaza have shown the world the lengths they will go to defend our land and ensure our people's victory. So now, more than ever, our resolve in our people must remain firm. We affirm that the Palestinian cause is an Arab cause. It is an Arab cause because the war waged against our region by the Zionist entity, backed by world imperialism, has shown us that Zionism is a threat to all Arab people. Zionism is a threat to all oppressed people around the world. We reaffirm that Zionism's presence in our region is the ultimate escalation against our people. So let us stand in mourning, in anger, in pride behind our people, and let our conviction remain unshakable as we realize a profound truth. This barbarity is being unleashed by a rabid entity that refuses to come to terms with the simple fact that its end is near. As a diaspora movement, we have a role to play, especially those of us here in New York, the Zionist capital of the U.S. We must continue to mobilize in the streets regardless of the repression we face by the NYPD. We must build political pressure and demand an end to genocide and imperialist war in our region. From Jenin to Nablus, from Al-Quds to Gaza, from the refugee camps to the prisons, from Lebanon to Palestine, from the river to the sea, Zionism will be defeated. We are a defiant people who continue to resist despite the ongoing U.S. armed genocide. We will continue to remain steadfast on our lands until Zionism and U.S. imperialism ceases to exist in our region. We will remain on our lands and we will emerge victorious. Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off Gaza now! Hands off Gaza now! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Lebanon! Free, free Lebanon! Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have Leanne from the People's Forum. In just a second. We've also got a new chant today. In Arabic, Blad al-Sham means the Levant. Okay? So we're going to chant arm in arm, hand in hand.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Blad al-Sham, one land.
Blad al-Sham, one land.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Blad al-Sham, one land.
Blad al-Sham, one land.
And from the People's Forum, we have David.
Hands off Lebanon now!
Hands off Lebanon now!
Hands off Lebanon now!
Hands off Lebanon now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Hands off Gaza now!
Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here with heavy hearts, knowing that our friends and our comrades are having to worry about their friends and their family back in Lebanon. We are also here with heavy hearts, knowing that in 15 minutes, the state of Missouri is set to murder an innocent man who has been exonerated, who has shown that the evidence has shown that he should not be killed. But that is the brutality of this imperialist system. That is the brutality of an entity that murders and kills with impunity. And the people have risen up for the past year, for the past decades, and said, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
We know that there is no end to war while an imperialist system allows to flourish. We know that there is no end to sanctions, no end to financial warfare, hybrid warfare, while an imperialist system is allowed to flourish. We are here because the people of Lebanon, the people have resisted for the past year. They have launched rockets across Israel to say that they will defend Palestine and the people of Gaza. And so now, while Israel has not gained a single inch over the past year. Now it wants to start another front of war. Shame on them. Not only is the murder of 20,000 children in Gaza enough, now they want to murder children in the south of Lebanon. They want to murder all across the Middle East. They want to murder and they want to kill and they want to keep going, but we are going to say hell no. We're going to keep fighting because we know that it's the U.S. that props up this system. It is the U.S. that backs Israel. It is the U.S. that is maintaining this war. And we, as the people in the belly of the beast, have a responsibility to stop this government and stop this war and end this genocide. So I want everybody to repeat after me. Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off Lebanon now! Hands off Gaza now! Hands off Gaza now! Hands off Cuba now! Hands off Cuba now! Hands off Venezuela now! Hands off Venezuela now! Thank you.
From the valley of the beast.
From the valley of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
From the valley of the beast.
From the valley of the beast.
Hands off the Middle East.
Hands off the Middle East.
Please welcome our next speaker from Healthcare Workers for Palestine.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Land and Sham, one land.
Land and Sham, one land.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Arm in arm, hand in hand.
Land and Sham, one land.
Land and Sham, one land.
We are one cause, we are one people, we come from the same land, and that has been evidenced by the fact that the same genocidal tactics that have been used in Palestine are currently being used with impunity in Lebanon. Shame. Last week, we were horrified by the terrorist attack where the pagers of Lebanese citizens were simultaneously all exploded, rendering 28 martyrs and thousands injured. Dr. Ilyas Shabah, an ophthalmologist in Lebanon, said he'd never had to remove so many eyes in his entire career, more than in that one day. But let me tell you, thousands of people may have been left blind, but the people of Lebanon and the people of Palestine will continue to see and identify this injustice and will continue to resist against it. Make no mistake that terrorist attack last week was a deliberate attempt at overwhelming and destabilizing the healthcare system and healthcare infrastructure in Lebanon such that they can bomb yesterday, killing 500 people so that the hospitals would not be able to respond to that attack. This is all deliberate and this is all genocidal, and we see it for what it is. I want us to remember all the martyrs, and I want you to know that through these efforts, we will then visit their graves victorious. We will visit their graves victorious. And I want to mention specifically Drs. Ata Mubarak and Drs. Muhammad Nuruddin, who were giving all of they can in the hospitals when their lives were taken in the deadly terrorist attack last week. And yesterday we lost entire lineages, we lost entire families, and we must remain steadfast with the people of Lebanon and with the people of Palestine, because this is a unified cause and it requires a unified front. So let us say one more time, arm in arm, hand in hand. Arm in arm, hand in hand. Land and Sham, one land. Land and Sham, one land. Arm in arm, hand in hand. Arm in arm, hand in hand. Land and Sham, one land. Land and Sham, one land.
Today, as the bombs and missiles rain down on the villages of Lebanon and on Gaza, and the murder campaign continued in the West Bank, Joe Biden addressed the United Nations. He said, a regional war is in nobody's interest. But he keeps sending the bombs and keeps sending the missiles for free to the monstrous entity that calls itself Israel. I shouldn't even say that word. The Zionist Reich in Palestine, whose whole purpose of existence is war and destruction. It is all it will ever do. That is what the United States pays it to do. The U.S. ruling class with our tax dollars. It is an instrument of destruction, and it will not stop committing genocide as long as it exists. And for that reason, it has no right to exist. And it would not exist were it not for the endless flow of free arms and bombs and missiles and dollars from Washington. If you don't like the high price of gas, Valero Corporation is being paid to ship jet fuel, already refined from Texas, to fuel the U.S.-made F-15s and F-35s. They're raining U.S.-made bombs and chemical weapons on the people of Palestine and Lebanon. Many years ago, before they murdered him, Dr. Martin Luther King said, the bombs that fall on Vietnam also explode in our communities here. That is no less true today. The racist state in Palestine is simply part and parcel of the U.S. war machine, the U.S. military-industrial complex, and a pretext for looting our communities, looting our schools and libraries and hospitals so they can bomb schools and libraries and homes in Lebanon and Palestine. I was in South Lebanon in 2006 when the land was laid waste, towns like Bin Jbeil, but they repelled the U.S.-made Israeli war machine. The enemies of the sun, Milad Shams means land of the sun. Israel and the U.S. are enemies of the sun. They will never crush resistance. And they will never crush our solidarity. They will never bury it under lies. We here have the most important job in the world to stop the arms, to stop the money flowing to the Zionist war machine. And when we do that, we will be striking a blow not only for the people of Palestine, the people of Lebanon, but for all of humanity, including ourselves. Not another nickel, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crimes. Not another nickel, not another dime, no more money for Israel's crimes. U.S. out of Arab land, hands off the Lebanon.